Okay, I'm back, y'all, and I'm gonna try to style my hair. Right? I'm gonna try to style this thing. But first, let me blow this out.
And here we are, fully blown out. I'm not sure when to put like my start date of growing out my hair because I had to cut my hair a significant amount of times, but this is what I'm working with right now. And I'm going to start with the back. I'm going to put a row of cornrows in the back to because excuse me, because I don't like when I braid my hair straight back and the braids kind of pull upward, like it's irritating to me. So I'm going to put two levels in the back. To record the back or to record the process in the back, I was using a screen mirroring feature, but for some reason it kept lagging and it was getting on my nerves. So I'm gonna just skip to the part where you see one braid and then skip to all the rest of the braids. And when I started this YouTube channel, it was because I changed my hair so often and I got a lot of people asking me, how did I do my hair? And now that I have seborrheic dermatitis, I'm very limited on what I can put in my hair. So I can't put in synthetic hairs. I can't put in certain weaves. I can't use weave glue. I can't use a lot of things in my hair, especially products. So it's kind of hard for me to figure out what I can do with my own hair, and I am very afraid of going to someone else and letting them do my hair because most stylists today use products and they use too much. I end up having a breakout. I don't want that. I've been searching high and low for any type of videos on Black people with seborrheic dermatitis and how they grew their hair back, but I can't find any on YouTube. I don't know, maybe I'm not typing in the right things, but the main thing that pops up is how to treat the scalp during the flare-ups or get rid of the flakes, but it's mostly non-black people or people with little to no curl. And no one is ever showing their hair growth after diagnosis. And out of the thousands of results I get from my search, maybe one will be black. So here I am posting my diagnosis, learning how to keep my scalp and hair healthy enough to retain the length, the most length that I can. Hopefully soon I can come up with a hair growth product and a regimen that doesn't involve oil because oil cultivates the fungus that grows in your scalp, causing seborrheic dermatitis. So we want to stay clear of that. But I do want to add that MCT oil is supposed to be the one oil that is approved for seborrheic dermatitis. The only thing is the oil is very light. So it's like having nothing on your hair. Since you're here, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Also, follow my progress to being fluent in Spanish on TikTok at OD Brittany. Now, let's get into what made me choose this style. One, I chose it because it's very simple, straight backs, easy. The other reason is because I saw someone on TikTok putting cornrows in her hair with extensions, and she did it so good. But I just kept wondering, like, how is her stamina that good? Because while I'm braiding my hair, my arms are killing me. Like when I say my arms felt so tired, I should have prepped for this. I should have did some sort of workout in preparation for this because this hurts. Now, mind you, braiding down the cornrows is very quick and easy, so that didn't take long. It's the breaks in between because I had to keep stopping because my hands were tired. Not even my hands, my arms. What are these called? Biceps and triceps? Whatever these things are called. They hurt. I don't know. I'm out of shape clearly, but this hurt. Also trying my best not to braid tight because that can also cause a flare up. But I also didn't want it to be too loose because my hair is so kinky. So I had to like find some balance in between. And I can't add product to give it that like sleek effect. So I have to make sure my grip game and my tuck game is on point. So on a couple of my past videos, I had used free audio from the audio library. You know, this is supposed to be copyright free, so you can use it. And now there's new contracts, which means new deals. So they removed that audio from my videos. So to avoid having to use any audio, I'm going to talk over it. Now, have y'all heard of the Risa Tisa story? The 50-part, 10-minute each video series that's up on TikTok. This goes to show that you never really know who anyone is. You got to do your due diligence, like complete background checks, because he lied about everything for no reason other than just to do it. And these are not small lies, these are huge lies that could change somebody's life.
I've only done two braids. and my hands are over it. My arms. I don't know how I did it before. I think I need to work out or something. And also these two braids feel so tight. Like I can feel the pull. It's been so long.
Now back to Risa Tisa. This man was diabolical. Now I have a really short attention span, so I did not watch all 50 parts because I would have like zoned out at some point. But I got the gist of it based on how everyone else is responding and the stories that I'm getting. The fact that he would pretend to be on the phone for hours with no one? What? What kind of crazy are you to literally wake up every morning and pretend to be on the phone with no one? I I don't even get the thought process. Why fake like you're on the phone with anyone? What does that do? Then he told her that he was like the VP of a company when really he was a temp forklift worker. What? I want to understand the thought process that goes through people's minds when they do stuff like this. And of course, with any story posted online, there's naysayers or doubters. But then the stepson and the first wife come forward and talk about their surviving lesion story. And it's like, what? This man is insane. Then he comes forward and says they're all lying. These are lies they're putting on him. And he posts his bank statement to prove that he has money. And of course, the internet does what it does. And they found out that that bank statement came straight off of Google. And all he did was change the name and address associated with that bank statement. You know how someone lies so much and they start to believe their own lies? I think that's where he's at with it. He believes what he's saying. He truly believes everything he says is true. All right, this video getting too long. Let me speed it up. Listen to the Habana while I finish my hair.
So I tried to find wooden ones, couldn't find them, so I went with brown. And I don't know what color this is because they didn't have two packs of these. So I have these on the sides, but they're not long enough. I want them to be down to here. So I'm just gonna add some, this is human hair, human blonde hair that I had already. I'm just gonna add some of this to it.
When I say you see the craziest things on the internet, I am not sure what would possess this lady to post a picture of her child waxing someone's vagina and post it online at that, bragging about how her daughter worked for 14 hours and made $700 waxing vaginas. What went through her mind when she did that? It seems like she was trying to brag, but what she really did was confess to multiple crimes. Now, I'm not really sure of her age. I've heard 5, I've heard 9, I've heard 14, but I think it's 7. I think it's closer to 7 based on the pictures, because of course the pictures went viral. It was everywhere. Based on the pictures, she looked about 7. If this little girl knows how to professionally wax someone's vagina, who was she practicing on? And of course, the first thought that comes to my mind is her mom. And what's even weirder to me, that of 24 clients that they had that day, none of them said, I don't think this is smart. I don't feel comfortable with this. None of them said that. They were willing to lay down, spread their legs, and allow a 7-year-old to wax them. That is just beyond me. Because my first thought when a little girl come in the room is, excuse me, what's going on? What's happening right now? None of them were alarmed by this. And I'm just baffled by that. 25 adults, one kid. No one said, I'm not too sure about this. And of course, when you're dealing with like situations like that, you have to get consent from your clients to post these pictures. The client approved of you posting what is essentially sexual assault. So now there's child pornography, child abuse, sexual assault, and child labor, all in one photo. What is wrong with people? I have 2 more minutes of audio left to fill. So let's talk about this teacher that gets on TikTok and he exposes like the ways in which the system is failing the kids as well as the parents are failing the kids. I am not understanding how there are so many kids in grades that they should not be in. You can't identify shapes as a 13-year-old. I'm sorry, there's an issue with that. There is a huge issue with that. Now, I saw in the comments a lot of parents wanting to blame the teacher for the kids not knowing, but these are things that the kids should have known years ago. He wasn't their teacher then. So whose fault was it at that point? And you as a parent should know the grade level of your kid. You should know that your kid doesn't know how to multiply basic numbers. You should know that your kid doesn't know how to read at their grade level. And you as a parent should want to help them. So when they get home, help them with their homework. Figure out where they need help at. Everything should not be placed on the school system and the teachers because they can't do anything when they leave that school. Plus, they can barely discipline them when they're in school. You discipline a kid nowadays, they call their parents and their parents come up to the school screaming on you. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Because any kid that come into my house, they have to know the basics. And we're doing drills, okay? If I ask you a simple question, you should be able to give me an answer. It should not be like pulling teeth to get an answer out of you. So if that's the case, we're doing math drills, we're doing reading, we're doing some book reports, we're doing something, okay? Because it's not all up to the teachers. The parents have to take responsibility for their kids' development as well. And that's it for my rant on today's findings on the internet. Let's get back into this video.
So I didn't know what I was getting when I started this hairstyle, but I think I like it. I think I like it. If it was longer, it would be so much better. But I think I like it so far. Um, Hopefully I could leave this in for a month. I would be so excited if I could leave it in for a month. Oh, I don't even know what to say because it's making me feel like a little girl. I know I probably look like a kid with this, but this is nostalgia. I haven't had beads in my hair in decades. I was looking for wood, but they didn't have wood, so I had to go with plastic. But I like it. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully I have another one soon. I'm gonna think of some styles that I can do because I can't use synthetic hair. I can't do so many things, guys, so I have to work within my limits. See you guys in the next video.